Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Laffy Tunes. Today I'll be covering 10 cartoons only 90s kids remember. Let's get into the video. Number 10, Mighty Ducks. Probably one of the oddest spin-off ideas from a movie you'll ever find was the Mighty Ducks cartoon. Based on the movies of the same name, but whereas the movies focused on a children's ice hockey team, the cartoon focused on literal ducks who just happen to be superheroes in addition to hockey players. Oh, they were also aliens. The creators sure went to town with just a little movie title to inspire them, didn't they? Number 9, Earthworm Jim. In a time when Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario were at their peak influence in the gaming world and getting crossover cartoons, a few other characters were trying to stake their own claim as a mascot. One such wannabe gaming mascot of the 90s was Earthworm Jim, a worm able to control a human-shaped body to combat enemies like a giant insect queen and an astronaut crow named Psychro. The games Jim got on the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo were actually both quite good, but suffice to say, he didn't prove to be an enduring character. Number 8, Pepper Ann. A counterpart to Nickelodeon's Doug, Disney's Pepper Ann is much less remembered today. The show focused on the eponymous teen and her best friends, the quiet but overachieving Nikki and also the quirky artist Milo. Also, like Doug Funny, Pepper Ann had an overactive imagination and would occasionally imagine herself as a superhero adventure. Though thankfully, she never pictured herself wearing anything as dorky as Doug's Quailman. Number 7, Daria. Probably the most well-known cartoon on this list, Daria was a girl who basically epitomized kids from around the 90s. She was apathetic, moody, full of snarky comments, and thought everyone around her was stupid. Admittedly, a lot of them really were. Basically, she was a teenager. Number 6, Duckman. Animated comedies for adults are a dime a dozen nowadays, so it's easy to forget how influential The Simpsons was in establishing the genre back in the 90s. It saw some well-known imitators emerge onto the scene, like King of the Hill, South Park, and Family Guy. There were also the shows that didn't have that same amount of staying power. One such show was the short-lived Duckman. Number 5, Two Stupid Dogs. After Ren and Stimpy hit the scene, a few copycat shows came along to try and mimic the formula of a buddy pair of animals pushing the boundaries of good taste. Cartoon Network's answer to the Nickelodeon show was Two Stupid Dogs, which was pretty well encapsulating its premise and its title even if you've never seen it. Little Dog was a talkative schemer, while Big Dog was a slower but stronger accomplice in a lot of failed plans. Number 4, Darkwing Duck. That's right, another show about ducks, and it's still not about Daffy or Donald. Darkwing Duck was Disney's attempt at spoofing the superhero genre with a hero who took himself seriously but was actually quite often inept in his own abilities. Darkwing had elements parodying multiple superheroes, but characters like Batman and the Green Hornet are some of the most obvious targets in the series. Number 3, Tailspin. If Disney ever wants to do a sequel to their live-action Jungle Book movie, which proved to be such a success, they have another story featuring a lot of the same characters all lined up for them. In an odd development from his days hanging out in the forest and singing about the bare necessities, in Tailspin, Baloo returns as an airplane pilot. He's even also joined by other members of the Jungle Book cast, like King Louie the Orangutan and even Shere Khan. Number 2, The Pirates of the Dark Water. Hanna-Barbera Productions is responsible for some of the greatest cartoons put to a screen, and has turned out numerous mascots over the years. They've given us the Jetsons, the Flintstones, and Scooby-Doo as some of the most notable ones from their work, so you wouldn't expect that one of their cartoons that came out later in their career would have received so little attention by comparison. But just try asking how many people know about Fred Flintstone compared to the Pirates of the Dark Water. Number 1, Goof Troop. Of course, everyone knows who Goofy is. He's Mickey Mouse's honest yet bumbling friend. It's safe to say Goofy is one of the biggest and most recognized icons Disney has. But how many people remember that Goofy also had a son named Max? And yet another example of a character getting their own show and suddenly having a family we never heard about? Goof Troop focused on the life of Goofy as a dad. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.